Imagine a world where every person adopted a vegan lifestyle, whether for health reasons, ethical concerns, or to combat climate change. But would going vegan actually help the planet? Would it improve overall health? And what would happen to all the cattle left behind? Here's what could unfold if the entire world adopted a vegan lifestyle. In the US alone, the number of vegans has skyrocketed to 10.2 million, 6 times more than in 2015. Plant-based alternatives are taking over restaurant menus, and dairy-free milk is becoming a grocery store staple. What was once considered a niche diet is now entering the mainstream. Did you know that animal agriculture is responsible for a quarter of global greenhouse gas emissions? A huge portion of that impact comes from cattle. Every year, the carbon footprint of the world's cattle population matches the CO2 emissions from every car, train, ship, and airplane combined. But how exactly do livestock contribute to climate change? With nearly 1.5 billion cows on the planet, each one produces up to 120 kilograms of methane annually. Methane is 23 times more potent than carbon dioxide when it comes to trapping heat in the atmosphere. On top of that, livestock accounts for nearly 2/3 of the world's agricultural land use. If humanity collectively embraced veganism, vast stretches of pasture land could be reforested or restored to natural ecosystems, helping to absorb carbon dioxide from the air. Instead of raising animals, we would cultivate more plant-based crops to replace the lost food supply. This shift could slash cattle-related greenhouse gas emissions by 70%. But what about the billions of farm animals already living? With no demand for beef, pork, or chicken, many animals would either be slaughtered or left to fend for themselves. Some, like sheep and pigs, might adapt to the wild, though their populations would decline due to predators. Others, like broiler chickens, are so domesticated that survival outside of farms would be nearly impossible. Sanctuaries could provide shelter for some, but their numbers would eventually dwindle. A major shift toward veganism would also impact jobs. Butchers, dairy farmers, and cattle producers would need to transition to new trades, such as growing crops or restoring forests. Rural communities that rely on animal agriculture would experience economic challenges, while developing countries with economies centered around livestock could face severe hardship. On the other hand, our health might improve. While going vegan doesn't automatically mean eating a balanced diet, properly planned plant-based nutrition could lower the risks of heart disease, strokes, and diabetes. With fewer cases of these conditions, global mortality rates could drop by up to 10%, saving around 8 million lives annually and cutting healthcare costs by nearly $1 trillion. However, for over 2 billion people in developing nations already struggling with malnutrition, eliminating animal products could make food insecurity even worse. Making the entire world vegan overnight might not be realistic, but continuing to rely on animal products means we must address their environmental impact. Fortunately, cleaner and more sustainable methods to reduce emissions from livestock already exist. The question is, are we ready to adopt them? What do you think? Would you say no to your juicy burger, a fluffy omelet, or a cheesy pizza, even the ice cream tonight? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more quality videos.